What's up, y'all? TK Trinity here. If you're just tuning into the channel for the very first time, we are going to be doing a watch along, which is something we normally don't do. So bear with us. We're figuring it out as you're figuring it out because we haven't watched Total Divas in like forever. But it is their 10-year anniversary. And I'm not alone, though, because who wants to watch TV alone? Welcome, Ronnie J.
That means, yeah, we're not watching TV alone. I'm basically like your virtual, like, cuddle buddy for the few episodes, maybe.
I mean, that went dramatic quickly, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it probably won't end up that way. No, but I am excited to join. I mean, I've never seen Total Divas, but I do consider myself a little bit of a reality TV expert. So there's that.
Yes. For you all who are, well, I mean, there's a lot of things happening, but for my folks who are very new to the channel, and no, I wouldn't say new to the channel, new to Ronnie, he is a reality TV expert. So if you like the Real Housewives and all the things at all, then he is where you go. However, it's a hybrid, it's a mix. So it's going to be us with Total Divas, a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of reality, all the things. So we're going to get started. So for you guys who've never watched a watch along before, we're all just watching together. So feel free to chime in on your comments, all the good things. I am going to let you know ahead of time. I am a type of person who does talk to the television. So I apologize in advance for any profanity or any of the things. I think maybe today and or the next time we do the show, we're going to have a drinking game, just like how they do in all the watch along after shows. So we'll figure out a word, but yeah, this is going to be a as you go thing. So we are going to get started. This is going to be season 1. We're going all the way back to the beginning. Season 1, episode 1, Total Divas. It's called Welcome to WWE. And so if you guys are familiar, all the divas except for one is still at WWE. They have all gone off to do different things. And if you keep it locked with us every Wednesday at 7 p.m., some of those divas might show up here. Ooh,
nice.
Let's get started.
And we're the ballot.
Oh my gosh, we have some decisions to make, y'all. You don't know this, Ronnie, but I like to make decisions on air.
Okay.
So that was the end of episode 1.
Yes, it was.
So are we gonna do a double? We're gonna do a double next week. This was kind of like the intro. We got the feel of it. I feel like we're definitely gonna add a drinking game to this for sure. We're gonna definitely add a drinking game to this next week.
I've been known to drink vodka on the camera. Yes.
So, yeah, me too. There it is. So yeah, I think today we'll just do episode 1, but from now on we're gonna do 2 episodes because it's like 20-something minutes.
Okay, so,
yeah,
the little half-hour episodes.
Yeah, the little half-hour episodes. But I think today was a nice intro.
Yeah.
I mean, I see Bosa in the chat. There's 2 other people. I'm calling y'all out. Y'all didn't say nothing, but there's 2 other people watching.
Yeah.
But so with that being said, let's go to the official AfterBuzz. How we do the AfterBuzz. So Ronnie, how did you like the episode?
Well, the coolest thing is, first of all, like going on the journey with you, because again, it's like, all this stuff, and then I'm like discovering it from the beginning. But because we both worked in the industry for so long, we could see it through that lens. But what's real cool is like, yeah, I've heard of all these women's names for the most part, but I've never like followed the journey. And I think Boona Murray does a really good job. I mean, Boona Murray, of course, from the Real World all those years ago, the storytelling is fun. And what you really locked me in on, or why I'm going to be excited about it, TK, is because I only know this this group by with the success, as like I said, as you hear or see them on Twitter. Right. I didn't see or know these roadblocks. These this is a great group of women, but they're being asked if there's a marketplace for them yet, which sounds crazy to think about because obviously it worked. And so to travel on that journey, I think is probably the most exciting thing. And then when you add celebrity or fame or like the dating and marriage and stuff like that. I mean, I just let's not do a drinking game every time we see a hot body, because then we're gonna be a mess. Can we not
I
do that?
mean,
Because
maybe so. Yeah, let us know in the chat, which is mainly Bosa who's talking to us. What would be our drinking game? Like every time we see a pair of abs, or every time? Oh, every time there's a girl fight.
yeah, but as the seasons go, don't you think there's more girl fights later on?
I don't recall. Actually, I feel like they pretty. I think the first season, and we'll see because I really don't remember. Like I remember certain parts. Like for instance, this first episode, for some reason, I thought that was later on in the season. I didn't know
Okay.
that was the first episode. So yeah, I don't know. I can't from when I and this is the great thing about doing this watch along and doing a watch along on something that is old but new. Because for my folks who are watching Women's Wrestling Talk, you're watching it because you like women's wrestling, and a lot of the names, actually all of the names, are doing other things, but you followed their careers throughout, Total Divas and stuff like that. But they were really pivotal into ushering in the women's evolution. So with that being said, circling back, I don't know. I don't think there was as many girl fights, but we'll think about it. You can let us know that.
We have a week to figure it out. Yeah,
we have a week to figure out. So let us know in the chat, like what you want the drinking game to be.
Could it be crying?
Ooh,
You're probably
celebrating their tears. That just seems low.
Oh, and I have a heart, by the way. So
yeah.
I don't know why.
Crying. Let me have a sip.
Yeah, like cheers.
Yeah.
she's distraught. No, I didn't mean that. But you're right. We'll think of something. Put it in the comments because it's kind of a tough deal. But that would be really fun to figure it out. Yeah,
it will. So we're definitely gonna have a drinking game next time. You guys watch with us. But yeah, I think the episode was great. Yeah, it's like I said, it's so insane to think. I thought that all this stuff happened later on in the season. This is episode 1. So I'm really curious to see what the season. How many episodes do we have for season 1? I don't even know.
I think I looked. It was around 9. Yeah.
Okay. So 9. Oh, that works out. So yeah, definitely do two next week. But yeah.
Can I tell you? You asked just the reaction. Another thing that I'm just comparing with other reality shows, because again, I watch the Bravo ones, the MTV ones, the E ones, a lot, USA Network. But I think what I don't like about reality TV today, as we're here 2023, 2024, versus I guess this aired in like 2014, they get a lot of content out there in one episode. You know what I mean? I was just watching old Making the Band, and I thought the same as you. I literally was watching a Making the Band, which was an MTV show, and it was like it packed in so much. What they do now on a lot of reality shows, it's they like, one whole episode will tease what's gonna happen, then it'll get cliffhanger, then we get back to it, then it's the whole episode about it, and then after the issue, it's a whole nother episode about recapping the issue. Like, it's cool. It's still fun reality TV. It does good on Twitter, but this style, this Boonham Murray, I mean, I think what John Boonham and Mary Ellis Murray, I said that wrong. John Murray and Mary Ellis Boonham had done with the inception of the Real World all those years ago, I think it holds up. So yeah, it was cool. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. Now that you say that, I'm trying to remember. This is like a fun fact. It's crazy because we've been in the industry for so long that I actually had a tryout for a WWE show. I'm trying to remember which show it was, but it was done through Boonham and Murray as well. I remember going to the tryout. I don't even know if the show actually ended up coming to life, but that's so crazy. They're known for a lot of, actually, when their name is attached, the reality shows are pretty good. But I agree with you where you're saying like reality shows. I feel like, because y'all, for my friends, hey, sorry, but I want to offer. Well, yeah, we don't know you like that. But
we real exclusive around here. Yes.
Yeah, we're exclusive around here. I don't know y'all like that. But yeah, like I definitely agree with you that they extend the stuff because there's not. It's no longer. It's very much scripted. It's no longer like reality because if you look. So I was gonna tease for my channel. I'm definitely gonna do a Catfish because Catfish in the first season now, and I still watch Catfish because that's literally the only show that I watch that doesn't have to do with work. everything else I watch, from the news to everything else, wrestling, sports, entertainment, I watch because I have to, like I was on a radio show earlier today, etc., talking about entertainment. So that's literally the only show that I watch that has no tie-in to work. But even now, the current episodes, the current season is just so like, because I feel like some people think they know the formula. They know what we want to see, but also because of social media, we know what these stars are doing. Like, we know what the celebrities do, or we know what the reality stars are doing, or we know what the average person is doing because everybody has social media. So it's hard to keep a secret. Like, remember the Kardashians when Kim got robbed in Paris? I was working at TMZ at the time. We were covering that like as it was going on. And then I remember actually covering the after show, ironically. But we already knew everything that went on. So like, why are we, people still tuned in, and obviously the Kardashians have now moved over to Hulu and got an even bigger deal. But it's, we know what's going on. Another set of people, which I think they'll probably have a reality show again too, Blueface and Krishan. Like, I hate that I know their whole story. But if they have a reality show, people still tune in and watch. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, and that's a good question. Not necessarily talking about those other reality shows, but I wonder, like, what you think of it in terms of your career if you're one of these wrestlers, these female wrestlers. Like, you, of course, wanted to work for your WWE, right? That's what it was, WWE?
Right.
You wanted to work for that. But at the same time, you're also like, where else can it work? Because like you said, I don't know those artists that well either, the Blueface, Krishan, as you said, but we know of them through the reality show.
Yeah.
And so I think there was like just such a great time where it's like you were able to mix those two things. One of the questions that not questions, but comments I have, why I think reality is not as good as even, 2010, 2011, 2012 is because the casting, the casting now is based on, you have 1 million followers. You now have the credibility. And a lot of times in the old days, it was like a casting director. That was their job, like to assess, I have got a superstar here. Like, I've got Eva Marie. Like, I could see what she's about to do. She's new, but I could see it because I'm a casting director. Right. I'm not a casting director, but I'm saying that was the job. And then lately, like, I think casting is still such a pivotal thing. But like now they're just saying, you have 1 million followers, you must be interesting. And we've seen time and time again that it's not really that interesting. And another thing that's fun about it too is like the reality shows now, they, like I said, it's 4 episodes on a vacation trip or whatever. I like that we see a lot going on, and I feel like maybe the filming processes were a little bit longer. Now they knock them out in like 6 weeks, and we just watch basically surveillance footage almost. I like it when it was a story. It was like, oh yeah, in the fall we were here, and then by January I was the biggest thing, and I was splashed all over page 6. Like, I like feeling it like that. But anyway, What do I know? What do I know?
We'll find out. We're going to find out in episode 2 and 3 of Total Divas next week. So keep it locked here every Wednesday for the foreseeable future. Well, I mean, this is a new journey we're all embarking on. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have to drink with us next week. I mean, you can drink water. Like, I may just take shots of water because I'm trying to do this health kick. I'm trying to, get rid of the last LBs before the end of the year. So I might, take a shot of water, or flavored vodka, which is under 60 calories. I might do that too. But yeah, if you're not a drinker and you partake in the puff, do that too. Do whatever you want. Just come with us on the journey of Total Divas.
Yeah, just like do a like or like a comment on the page. Maybe that's number one.
Yeah, like, comment, all the good things. But speaking of like and comment, where can everybody find you?
The number one place you would go is randomlyronniejr.com. Of course, that's the name, Randomly Ronnie Jr. You can see it right on the screen. And the social media handles are Randomly RJ, and I put a lot of time and effort into several YouTube channels, but the one that is probably the biggest would be youtube.com/Randomly Ronnie Jr. Lots of pop culture talk. Of course, I've done some radio even recently or whatnot. And then I was recently doing a little episode on Bravo, Watch What Happens Live. They have like the Skype in virtual caller, to which you say drinking game, TK. I did a shot with the iconic Reba McEntire on
Okay.
the lot. Yeah, it was like they went to the virtual caller. It was me. You say hello, you know, that whole chit chat. And then I says, oh, listen, we got Reba McEntire on the show. I'm gonna do a shot before I do anything. And I had the nerve to like tell the show, hold on.
Wow.
I took the shot, real shot. I wasn't joking here. Real shot. And I was actually surprised because I had no facial reaction. I was able to ask my question. It was just a question about the voice. But
Right.
where I didn't realize it would get crazy is after I asked the question and it went back to Reba in studio. All of a sudden, that shot's going down my system, and I'm over here like shaking a little bit. So to say that drinking while broadcasting is fun is understatement. It's gonna be fun.
So wait. I don't know. We'll find out what happens next Wednesday. With that being said, you can follow me on everything at TK Trinidad. But yeah, thank you guys for joining our very first watch along. Well, it's not. We did watch alongs, which we might do as well for pay-per-views. We might start doing that. So
good.
We're locked in our Twitch for pay-per-views. But this is our first non-wrestling promotion watch along. So we might, continue. We might do Total Bellas, and then we might do, I don't know, we might do other wrestling reality shows. Maybe not. We'll see. Because we'll talk about that offline. Anywho, thank you guys for joining us so much. Keep it locked to Women's Wrestling Talk on all social media platforms. Definitely check out www.talkpod.com. We have new things happening, y'all. Like, we are going to have a whole chat system that you can chat with us on a regular basis. Even Ronnie will be there. So if there's something that you saw that the Bellas did that doesn't have to do with Total Divas, but they're the Bellas, aka or formerly the Bellas, aka now the Garcias, then you can hit us up there. So that whole thing will be in place before our next WWT Live After Dark.
Wait, they're not both Garcias. They married brothers?
No. Their real name is Garcia.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So what happened was their real name is Garcia. They were signed to WWE. Actually, they just talked about this week. And maybe that's what we should do too. At the end of the show, we should just, do a light dive, not a deep dive, of, what the Divas are up to now. So,
oh, nice. Look at you inventing a segment. I know,
we're just producing on the spot. So what happened was the Bellas officially left WWE, and something transpired, and I don't know what it is. Maybe we'll find out when things happen, when conversations happen. And apparently they got a notice just saying, like, we WWE are entitled to the name Bellas. You no longer can use that. And so that's why they went to the name Garcias, which is actually their real last names. So it wouldn't make sense for them to take their husband's names because they kind of are a package deal as twins. And then also they have a reality show, I believe with E, which is like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like Twin Love. So they have different twins trying to get into relationships and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So we're adding a drinking game. We're just producing on the spot, adding a drinking game. And then we're going to add a little bit of news, current news of, whatever the Total Divas are up to now. Like, for instance, Ariane, she just had a promotion, Pound Town Wrestling, which if you guys are familiar with Women's Wrestling Talk, we've been talking about it for like 2 weeks. We had an interview with her. So there's good things happening with her as well. And you can head over to her TikTok page, because I think she's still going live right now. And you can talk to her about it. You can say, hey, we saw TK and Ronnie talking about Total Divas, and they gave you a shout out. And now they told us to go over to you and watch you on TikTok. So it's a win-win.
That's one thing. I know the show's over, but that's one thing I wanted to give a shout out and additional credibility and excitement, enthusiasm to you, TK, is what you are assembling here. And, the little time I've spent, seeing what it is that you're doing, be it the website, the Twitch, the YouTube channel, and even just like the community you're building, and a couple things that you mentioned here today, it's very motivating even for me. So, heck yeah, let's do it. Yeah. I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water today. But what will be in this? It says my name on here. Look, let me show you. You want to do branding, honey. You want to do branding. She wants to do branding.
There it is. I
got the branding. So congrats on all you've done. So let's get busy.
Thank you. Let's get busy. So we'll see you guys next Wednesday at 7 p.m. We'll be on time this time. Maybe. You'll know. We'll be on time next time. But other than that, thank you guys so much for joining Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Till next time, guys. Ciao.